Okay, next we're going to talk about inventory management. Inventory, if you sell a product, this is probably one of your biggest expenses. And the whole goal of inventory management is to how to maximize, to buy, first of all, to buy the right product to maximize my customer satisfaction. So there's two important things that we need to know. One of them is called, what is my reorder quantity? At what point do I need to reorder? I need to establish a reorder point. A reorder quantity, and also establish a reorder point. How many pieces will I reorder, and how far will I let my inventory drop before I reorder? So we have formulas for that, and here they are. So the quantity formula, the economic order quantity, how much should I order, goes the formula like this. It's called the EOQ. It's the square root. Okay, well, before we start there, let's talk about down here. D is the demand for the supply of the items, the annual demand for the supply. How many did I sell last year? S is the ordering cost for the item. How much does it cost? I is the carrying cost. This is usually a percent of my actual inventory because it costs me to keep inventory on my shelf. And P is the actual unit cost of the item. And I told you wrong, ordering costs for the item, sometimes it costs to run purchase orders, it costs to order things. So EOQ equals the square root of 2 times D times S divided by I times P. Okay? So this is the EOQ, the economic order quantity. What's the best quantity that I should order when I do reorder? Now there's another formula that's similar, okay? And so instead of using the EOQ, I might actually use this one if the business is really, really large or I use a lot of items in quantity. So this one's, and I can't remember what the Q is, the quantity. So total cost equals DP, and all these things, you know what, guys, they're all on the previous slide, okay? So I got to go back to see what all this means. But let's take a look at how to use these. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. When I'm managing my inventory, I'm going to determine my economic order quantity, okay? And then when it falls within that area, I'm going to actually order that. The key is I want to keep as least of inventory on the shelf as possible because it costs me to carry my quantity. It costs me. And at different quantities, I may pay different prices. Okay, so on the next slide, we're going to look at the different prices I will pay at different quantities, because most suppliers, the more you buy, the cheaper it costs. We'll check this out on the next slide. Okay, so let's take a look. So here's what happens, that if I buy 0 to 500, my price is $20. When I buy over 500 pieces up to 1,000, I pay only $19 per each, and then over 1,000 I pay $18.90. So this is very, very frequent. The more you buy, the better your pricing is. Now up here, warehouse storage cost is 40 cents. My ordering cost is $10, and my actual demand is 16,000 pieces. So looking at the economic order quantity, by doing the math here, 2 times the 16,000 times the 10, the square root of divided by the warehouse storage cost times, I forgot what the purchase price, $19 each, okay? So the EOQ at quantity 501 to 1,000 is 205.50. So I would actually run this at different quantity levels. So if I did it at the 0 to 500, it would be 200, and it would be this down here. So it just gives me different numbers. Now, my total cost of inventory, if you look over here, when I actually do the other formula, and again, I have to have this chart in front of me to remember what these all stand for, is that my total cost is going to be this, which is the $19. Okay, so don't be intimidated by this. The EOQ is probably the most popular that people use, and they will calculate it at different levels. Okay, let's talk about the reorder point. Okay, the reorder point has an actual formula too. L is my lead time. From the time I place the order, the lead time is how long it takes to get to me. D is the demand, the daily demand for the quantity of the product that is used per day. And SS is my safety stock. So I always want to have a reorder point that will cover my lead time and my safety stock. I want to have enough stock on the shelf while I wait the 8 or the 6 weeks or whatever. Now, I don't know if you guys know it, but during the pandemic, manufacturing lead times increased dramatically because product could not be available readily, and manufacturing facilities were shut down. So this is just this is how I calculate reorder points. Okay, we're going to move to the next video, which is going to talk about some other things to do with inventory management. So that's all for this video.